Not Vital doesn't build ordinary houses. He carves tunnels into marble islands, constructs mud brick towers in the desert, and creates buildings meant for nothing but watching the sunset. His art is not framed or displayed. It is lived in, climbed on, and shaped by the landscapes around it. His work is a fusion of sculpture and architecture that turns the world itself into a canvas. He creates works that combine elements of sculpture, architecture, and painting. Although never formally trained as an architect, Vital builds structures so distinctive he coined a unique term for them. But before we go any further, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more fascinating art in future videos. Vital grew up in Cent, a village hidden in Switzerland's Engadin Valley near the Austrian and Italian borders. It's a place of isolation, mountains, and deep winters. This setting deeply shaped him as a child. His earliest memory of building something was in the winter of 1951 when he was just 3 years old. He recalls that there was so much snow that he and his brother built a tunnel. Even though it was warmer and safer inside their home, he spent the day in the tunnel, remembering the light, the smell of snow, and how great it felt. This instinct to create habitats never left him. Throughout his childhood, Vital built sophisticated tree houses and structures inspired by nature, setting the foundation for his later artistic philosophy. Not Vital is not a trained architect, yet architecture lies at the core of his art. He developed a unique concept, which he named sketch, a fusion of sculpture and architecture. He explains that if you're a painter, you need a canvas. If you're a sculptor, you need marble or plaster. If you build a house, you need land. For Vital, the boundaries between sculpture and buildings simply don't exist. Vital's interest in creating living spaces is about function as well as emotion, memory, and sensory experience. He believes that a space should evoke something beyond its practical use, whether through the texture of materials, the way light enters, or the atmosphere it creates. His works are not designed in a conventional way, but emerge from an intuitive process that places emphasis on experience rather than structure. Vital leads a nomadic life, maintaining studios and projects across the globe from his hometown to Beijing, from Patagonia to Niger, Brazil, and Indonesia. Each project deeply engages with local cultures and traditions, making his creations inherently connected to their surroundings. He often works with local artisans, integrating traditional techniques into his works, whether it's silver craftsmanship in Niger or marble carving in Italy. His ability to adapt and collaborate allows his art to remain dynamic and unpredictable. In 1999, Vital arrived spontaneously in Agadez, Niger at dawn. Immediately, locals approached him to sell souvenirs, but Vital had another vision. By 9 a.m., he had purchased land on the outskirts of town. No paperwork, no bureaucracy, just intuition and immediate action. He vividly describes that moment by saying he doesn't find places, he smells them like dogs. Here, Vital built his first sketch house, designed specifically for watching sunsets. Constructed entirely of mud bricks dried under the desert sun, this unique building soon became his obsession. In Patagonia, Chile, Vital acquired Notona, an island made entirely of pure marble. Initially planning to build atop the island, he instead chose to sculpt within it. Over 6 years, he carved a 50-yard tunnel inside the Marble Mountain, turning the entire island into a monumental sculpture. Vital emphasizes Patagonia's intense isolation, highlighting that in this remote place, there are no humans, animals, or even money, only the artist and the marble itself. He reflects on the extreme stillness of the environment and how this solitude enhances the physical experience of the work. Instead of extracting the marble and using it elsewhere, he carved the space from within, making the landscape itself an inseparable part of the sculpture. Vital firmly believes humor is essential in art, preventing work from becoming dull. He often incorporates humor through playful sculptures, such as funny antler creations or playful nods to local traditions. One of his most unusual sculptures is camel, silver spheres filled with the remains of an actual camel. Vital intentionally avoids bureaucratic complexity, favoring quick, decisive actions. Rather than seeking lengthy permissions, he simply acts, believing that if people appreciate his creations, they become accepted and even legal. Vital works with diverse materials: silver, marble, coral, mud, dung, always adapting to what's locally available. He began painting seriously in 2008 while in Beijing, inspired particularly by the color theory of Mark Rothko. Although his paintings are figurative, they retain the layered depth characteristic of Rothko's abstract works, revealing faces that persist through layers of paint. Vital's approach is intuitive, connecting sculpture, painting, and architecture seamlessly. He emphasizes that art transcends time, whether from the 15th century or the present day, everything remains interconnected. Vital rejects the idea that he's on a mission to help communities through his art. Yet he believes artists bear a responsibility to engage meaningfully with their surroundings. In Agadez, when flooding endangered his sunset viewing house, locals protected it with sandbags and shovels, calling it the best thing we have. He is reminding us, through Montaigne's wisdom, that to live is to learn to die. Vital's extensive travels and creative pursuits shows the importance of creating meaningful spaces, savoring sunsets, and embracing every fleeting moment in life. Love discovering bold artists who break the mold? There's so much more to come. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and let us know in the comments what you found most interesting and what surprised you. Stay with us for more eye-opening art stories. You won't want to miss what's next. Thank you for watching.